Alright, good morning y'all. Welcome back to Panama City. I'm Bob. This morning it's Friday, October the 20th, and we're in the bay. We'll probably stay in the bay all day. I'm going to make it a fairly short day today, maybe 6 hours or so. We just pulled up out here. We're in St. Andrews Bay, and looking for some place to set up and catch some fish. I know there's some structure here, but we have an outgoing tide and a wind coming in, so they're working against each other. So I got to figure out how the boat's going to sit so that I sit on the structure the way that I want to. And the boat is actually not really moving, it's kind of sitting at an angle because of the wind coming this way and the tide going that way. It doesn't look like I'm actually moving. Now that I know the way the boat's going to sit, and I can get set up on the structure that I want to fish. There's bait all over the bay right now, probably because of the time of the year. Water temperature's just shy of 70 degrees. The air temperature is just shy of 70 degrees. What we're setting up on is just some hard bottom. Got some rock and stuff like that. The gag grouper season ended Wednesday night at midnight. We were able to catch a few grouper this year in our short season. Red snapper is open until the end of November. They haven't changed that yet. So that's pretty much the focus today, is catching some red snapper, and we'll see if anything else bites. So this is an Atlantic sharpnose shark. You can see the white specks on him down through there. And that's probably the most common shark that we've got out here. And that's what just bit. So I think we're going to move. Well, may give it another minute. I'm still seeing fish. So now, one of the problems with having this much current going out right now, if I only use like 3/4 of an ounce or 1 ounce of weight, so I can get it to the bottom, but it ain't going to stay. It just continues to want to go out with the tide, which pulls it up into the water column. I can go to bigger weights, but I don't really want to. But I may have to. But I think the biggest weight that I've got is like 2 ounces. I don't carry a lot of big weight, and it's just not the way that I like to fish. That's just me. I do know people that use 4, 5, 6 ounce weights to be able to fish, and I just don't. There we go. And he's definitely a keeper. We'll see if how big he is. He's right at 17, so I'm gonna release him. They only have to be 16 to keep them, but I've got quite a few in the freezer. For me, this is more about catching the fish. If I catch one that's 18 to 24 inches, I'll probably keep it. That was a little better. This one's 20, so I'll take it home. There's another one about 16 or so. Well, I heard my battery die in my camera about the time that this fish hit. And it's a nice one. And it's 22 inches, so a couple inches longer than the other one. That's my second keeper that I'm going to keep. I've thrown back 2 smaller keepers and I don't know, 3 or 4 little short red snapper. All right, so in just a little over 2 hours of fishing this morning, I've caught 4 keeper red snapper. Got 2 of them in the box. The other 2 I let go. I've caught a few short red snapper and caught a shark. So it had not been a bad morning. It's been a pretty good morning. But since I can't keep any more red snapper and I don't want to catch any more red snapper, we're going to find something else to do. I've got a 20-pound rod with me. I've got some squid, so we may go see if we can find some lanes or mangroves that want to bite, something like that. And if not, I will go to the house. We're gonna move. Well, I came to the pipeline to see if I could find anything, any lanes or something like that here. What I'm using is little pieces of squid. On a swing jig. I think that's a 3/0 hook that's in it. Well, I don't seem to be wanting squid, so we'll try some cigar minnow. And a little red snapper. Fairly small one. another little red snapper. It seems like the red snapper are here. They're not keepers, but they're still fun to catch on this light gear. And to give you an idea how I set up on this, I was facing due west, which is into the wind, and the current's going that way, but the wind's coming the other direction. So I knew it's going to turn me sideways. So I got to the structure and I locked the trolling motor down and backed up about 10 feet so that when my bait hits the bottom, I'm right at that structure. And that's where the bait and the fish are. I wasn't looking for fish, I was looking for structure and bait. And there could very well be keeper red snapper down there, I don't know. I'm fishing with little bitty pieces of bait and small hook, and I'm getting bit. There's a bit of fish. He'd be a keeper. That's a 16 or 17 inch red snapper. And I'm using just little bitty pieces of cigar minnow. And that's probably, might be 3/4 of an inch long. Just putting it on the hook, dropping it down. So it doesn't take it long to get to the bottom. It's 3/4 of an ounce of weight. All right, I'm gonna call it a day. The only thing that's biting here right now is little red snapper. But wind's picking up. It's white capping in the bay. I mean, it's beautiful out here other than the wind and the waves. But since I've got a limit of keeper red snapper right now, and there's at least 3 more keepers, I don't need to stay. I like to catch fish, but I've got somebody coming with me tomorrow, and want him to be able to catch some keepers too, so I'm not going to fish anymore. I'll be out here tomorrow with Cub, and we'll see if we can't get him a limit of keepers also. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you learned something. I don't fish the same way as everybody else. I fish the way that works for me. Now, you know, it may not work for everybody else. You know, that's something that you have to figure out for yourself. But this works for me. Obviously, I catch fish. So, but anyway, I'm glad you watched the video. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell if you want to get notified when I release new videos. I'll see you tomorrow.